Ignorance, insolence, Bob Grenier, addict, drug sever reality, blank mind snuffed out, escape, fantasy, denial. Don't despair, Bob Grenier, for we are not going to mock you for your chosen method of escaping from the harshness of reality. Oh no. Such a thing is an unfortunate side effect of the world in which mortal men find themselves dwelling in these dark days, when the world is falling down into social, political, and economic ruin all around you. The safest place to dwell is within the confines of the reality you craft for yourself. Demons walk the earth, the dead haunt the living, devils lead mankind astray, and angels, they are nowhere to be found. It's obviously the only sane response to cut away the harsh parts of reality that vex one's soul, to wrap oneself in a soothing bubble of artificially induced contentment, to slake the carnal hungers with the benefits that come from being an internationally recognized television persona. Or failing that, paying an assortment of ladies of impure intent, their usual going rate, to stand around with the entirety of themselves on display, so as to create the illusion, to incite envy in fans, in followers, and in foes. But we do not envy you, Bob Grenier, for as understanding as we are of embracing and satiating the baser instincts in order to make life tolerable, we also loathe you threat. It is a handicap. It is a weakness. It gives us an advantage that is neither wanted nor needed. We are here in OCW for but a single purpose: competition. We seek to battle against the best and the worst that mankind has to offer us. And what does this federation have to offer us? False prophets, drunks, and stoners. Men with broken wills and broken minds. Where are the dedicated warriors? Where are the men with steel minds and ardent spirits, whose mental and spiritual fortitude parallel the physical? Where are the soldiers whose words are backed with certainty, truth, and righteousness? Not merely braggadocio, egomania, lies, and ignorance. It's almost endearing the way you cling to your past victories, as if they mean something to us. You thrust them out ahead of you as if they were blessed talismans. Why should these names matter to us? They lack the drive and skill to keep going. Otherwise, they would be fighting alongside us in the here and now. But they aren't, are they? These ghosts of matches past that are no longer with us. But that does give you some redemption in your eyes, Bob Grenier. For the men and women that you have overcome have fallen by the wayside, and yet you are still fighting. You are still here. You still have the presence of mind and the soundness of body to keep waging war in the squared circle. You have stood and weathered the challenges that drove many of your peers from this federation. Some into lesser battlefields, others sent cowering to the civilian life, and still others consumed by personal demons, recognized spirits burning in the abyss. This is not going to be something you can prepare for, Bob Grenier. This match is not going to be like any other that you have ever experienced. And if you are supremely lucky, you will never have to experience another one like it ever again. We are driven by different desires than the men and women you have faced during your career as Internet Champion. We are not driven by the need for money. We are not driven by the need for fame. We are not driven by the need for power. Oh yes, so many wrestlers say these words. So many wrestlers state that they are in the business to cause anguish, to cause suffering, to inflict pain, and to dispense agony. But when given the opportunity, when presented with a shiny scrap of leather and metal, their sadistic desires are cast aside. Their lies are exposed as they pursue the prize, and they reveal what truly drives them. But that is not who we are, Bob Grenier. We are driven to battle, to lay waste to our foes, to leave them a defeated, broken husk of humanity, the comforting curtain of lies, falsehoods, and fantasies that they have spun around themselves ripped away, leaving the whimpering, mewling, pitiful thing that dwells within, weeping at our feet. Those that oppose us shall be burned, some into a charred wreck, others forged and renewed, made greater for the flames. An addict, a pleasure seeker, a man on a quest to obtain for himself power and worth, a man who is soon to be made to possess neither. Our goal is not to win this match, Bob Grenier. Our goal is not to become the OCW Internet Champion. Our goal is to break you, to break your mind, to break your body, to break your spirit. We will not be climbing that ladder, reaching for that belt, taking it in our grasp until the very end, until we have milked your agonized frame for all the fight we can draw from it. We will wear you down until you can do nothing but lie limp, overcome with pain, squinting through eyes that are nearly swollen shut at the force that has overcome you. We will not stop until you are unable to lift a finger in your own defense. We will not stop until you are a motionless, oozing lump of meat splattered on the canvas. We will strip away everything that you imagine yourself to be until you are so broken and battered that the only thing your limited flesh is capable of is to bear witness to your defeat. You are so proud of your accomplishments in OCW, Bob Grenier. Let us inform you of one of our own. Let us tell you of the night when we stood in our grandest triumph. He that summons us as a standing arrangement, a little gift to every being that faces us, be they man, woman, or child. A DVD copy of IWC's Last Stand pay-per-view, where an unprecedented 50-participant battle royal took place. Not merely a battle royal, but one where every participant was allowed to bring a weapon of their own choosing, and into this gauntlet of hell, into this unforgiving den of violence, entered so many hopeful glory seekers, so many power-hungry pilgrims, each believing in their heart of hearts that they would be the one to emerge triumphant. And over the span of 2 hours filled with glorious carnage, dozens of the best and worst that professional wrestling had to offer sought to eliminate one another, but in the end, one figure stood high over them all. We entered, fittingly, 13th into the fracas, a single elimination having occurred before our entry. Over 4 dozen wrestlers stood before us, and over the course of the 90-some minutes that remained in the match, we stood against everything that humanity had to offer. And in the end, Bob Grenier, it was humanity that was found wanting. When all was said and done, it was Legion that reigned supreme. 50 men and women, amongst them an interesting number of parallels. The smug man, in his misogynist fantasy land, with his own poorly treated harem. The tremendous redhead monk of Robert. The stable holding championships that seek to reshape the company in their own image, featuring an addict fond of wielding a hammer. We fought your like before, Bob Grenier. We have fought your kind, and we have been victorious. Bring to us your lies. Bring to us your exaggerations. Bring to us your egomania, your falsehoods, and your fantasies. Bring them and lay them at our feet, so that we may crush them one by one. Bring them to us, so that we may rip the veil away from your eyes and show you the true reality. Bring us your hopes, Bob Grenier. Bring your dreams. Bring everything that you have ever loved, so that we may drown it in a river of your own blood. You believe that it is your destiny to be Internet Champion. You believe it is your destiny to rule over OCW, your lord on high, forever. There will be no kings, Bob Grenier. There will be no crowns, Bob Grenier. There will be no long and glorious forever with you as eternal champion. Because when all is said and done, when your limp and battered body lies lifeless at our feet, as you cling desperately to consciousness and lack the strength to even move one of the agonizing corrections of searing pain that you think used to be your limbs, the only thing you will be able to do is to bear witness to our supreme victory. As for the first and only time, we ascend the ladder, climbing to lofty heights above the squared circle, seizing the Internet title in which you invest so much of your identity and claiming it as our own. For you, Bob Grenier, forever is over. You are not dealing with a wrestler. You are not dealing with a man. We are Legion, and we